Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to all my Emperors and Empresses, and to anyone else who may see this chat. One of the things that I just wanted to touch on for a few minutes during some of you all's lunch breaks or before you get your day really started is internet trolls, especially on YouTube, especially when you do YouTube lives. Everyone knows that I host a YouTube live. I don't even want to say the time and the day anymore, because I don't want trolls coming in. However, they can still see when I'm here and on live. Yesterday we had a YouTube live. Welcome to anybody that's in the chat. I can't really see right now. I just took my glasses off. Welcome to anyone that's here. However, we had a YouTube live chat that we usually do every Sunday. And it was one of the most disgusting things that happened since I've been doing YouTube lives. I've had problems with trolls. I've had problems with people coming into the room saying crazy things or whatever. And, saying the things to me or whatever and getting blocked by all the people who have, all the moderators that are in my chats is one thing. However, another thing is children are totally off limits. You have to protect your children from these live chats because if you don't, nobody else will. That's one thing I am seeing as a person who goes to different people's lives, seeing on my cousin's channel, same thing. Everybody there is a moderator or so they can control the chat so that you can have a peaceful place. One thing I always like to say is that this is a negative-free zone. It's a zone where me and my fellow Nazi dreads can have a place to talk and chat and just be free. However, yesterday there was a lot of pedophiles that were saying different things inside of my live chat about my daughter because I happened to turn around and mention my daughter's name, which is something I would never do again. I just was excited about telling her to get ready, because we were celebrating her birthday and I wanted her to get ready. So I turned around and sometimes I even have her sit in front of the computer, like if I have to step away from the computer and to actually sit here and just talk because we have a family here. We're a family unit. All of my regal people that are emperors and empresses, which we all are normally, that are here at this live chat. Not normally, I'm talking about without the trolls, are here without without any problems except for the few trolls. Yesterday, however, was horrendous. There were at least 25 to 30 different occurrences or more that we had to get rid of people that were coming inside of our chat talking about you're on an auction block. Yeah, we're selling you, or we're selling your daughter, or whatever. And then they actually started saying my daughter's name. One thing I would not tolerate is that type of ignorance and stupidity. I will report you and I will have you blocked or what have you, even though you come up under different names and all that type of stuff. One thing YouTube needs to tighten up on while they're sitting back, demonetizing certain videos and then monetizing them back after they review it and see that it shouldn't have been demonetized in the first place. They need to tighten up on these people that are sitting behind computers that are saying demonic stuff and negative stuff, especially dealing with any type of pedophilic things, or sexual related things to our children, about our children, or what have you. It made me quite disturbed. I got off my square a little bit. I didn't say anything negative. I do not use foul language here. However, one thing that I will not accept, I did get upset and I did, snap a little bit. You will not talk about my child on here. And it was just, like I said, it was just a simple thing as me turning around and telling my daughter, calling her by her name and not knowing who all was in my chat and not knowing that these people had actually been sitting around waiting for the chance to sit back and say something disgusting like sexually related when it comes down to my child, and racially related when it comes down to a Black woman being suppressed or whatever, and blah blah blah, and talking about all different types of things. I know they get off on this type of stuff. However, one thing that I will not deal with on Queen Abike Doe's channel is that type of stuff. If you are one of my moderators that come into my live chats on the days that we have appointed, please help me out in blocking these people, because it totally took away from the whole momentum of the positive vibrations that was going on. That's what it's meant to do. It's not acceptable. I don't believe in pedophiles, and I don't care if it's a child behind the computer. And obviously, it was a group of people that, you know, we're doing this, because it was going back to back to back to back to back, saying the same thing. You all that are putting your children in front of the camera and videotaping their every moves, and you using their names and everything. Hey, Deanna, be mindful that, you know, this stuff stays on the computer. There are some freaks out here. There are some serious sick people out here that will utilize that and yeah, take you to the next level and make you want to snap and change your day from a bad day to from a good day to a bad day, you know, by saying something about your child. Because that's one thing I don't play around with. You can joke around or say whatever you want to say about me. I can take it. I'm 49. I'm going on 49 years of age, and I can deal with it. But when it comes down to the children, that's off limits, 1000%. And I'm so sorry I cannot see you all in the chat because I don't have. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Yes. Yes, hit the thumbs up button if you're in the live chat. I appreciate you all being here. I'm just keeping this on for a quick second, but I want you all, creators who have children, that you all keep, you know, you do different things with on your channel, you know, pranks and this and that, or what have you, mukbangs and all that type of stuff. Be mindful. It's some sick people out here, and some of the things that was said, we blocked them, we deleted it. You won't be able to see it on the live chat from yesterday, even if you go to it. I pray that all of that was taken down. Just be mindful of your children being in YouTube, allowing them to have YouTube channels, allowing them to make up content or whatever without you being around, because especially if they do lives, that's when they really can come in and get into, you know, some negativity. So let me see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, people are very sick, Jaleel. Very, very sick. And once again, if anybody that knows me knows that one thing that I do, I protect my child. I will not be saying her name again. Don't go back to other videos. You sick people that are possibly coming into these lives and thinking that you're going to find something else to use against me or my child, and to say negative things, or like I said again, pedophile type stuff. You know, it will be reported. And I urge anybody that comes to my live chats, if you have a wrench and I've given you a wrench or so, it's because I trust you, because I know that you come to my channel all the time, and I trust you in being able to block some of the stuff that's going on. But what we need to do now is report these people, report them, even though it could be like most of the times it's like hackers, you know, that just, we call them trolls, that have gain interest, you know, interest into your channel to disturb it or whatever, and they may not have any of their information up. But however, we can acquire their IP address. YouTube can acquire their IP address, no doubt, unless they're calling from like a coffee shop or so. And then, and still, if they keep finding that it's going on from the same places, or whatever, hopefully something can be done about it. I went to a live chat at my cousin's live chat the other day, and I saw that everybody in the room had a wrench, and that just showed me that it's sad because obviously she was having the same problems, not necessarily the ones that I was having, but people coming into your live chats, infiltrating, sitting back, waiting for you to say something so that they can come out with something and maybe even ask a question that you might even answer, and then coming back with something real nasty and negative and disgusting. I find it just utterly, utterly sickening, if anybody say anything about a child. So if you're doing anything with your children on YouTube, social media, whatsoever, be mindful. Be very mindful. Some people have made a lot of money off of having their children on YouTube and different social medias, but be mindful because you don't know where these people are, where they're coming from, what they'll do. And if you're a person like me, I'm like a unique individual. You could find me. You could try to find me easily if I talk about, oh, I live over here or I live over there. You have to be just very, very, very mindful of giving out information here because what I do is I normally will, if I get cool with somebody on my lives or is cool with somebody from my channel, come talk to me on another level somewhere else. you know Come maybe to Facebook and maybe talk to me, and that still doesn't make it safe, because you don't know 100% who you're talking to. You never know. You never really know. I have communicated with certain people on the telephone. I have communicated with certain people via text messaging and via messenger on Facebook. YouTube, however, I am totally, against putting out any information about my child ever again. Even just saying the name, her name, and having people. I don't care. You can come in here talking about you're a Trump supporter. You can come in here talking about all of that. That does not bother me. That doesn't make me feel any kind of way. But if you mention my child's name and you want to get a reaction, 9 times out of 10, you might get that if you keep pressing my buttons. But it was back to back to back to back to back yesterday. I'm from Chicago, and I grew up in the inner city. I grew up um, streetwise and otherwise, and I do not play. And I know how to take things on intellectual level as well as the street level. But most of these people are playing behind computers and behind buttons and things, and they couldn't even face me if they tried to. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a really sick and ill person to sit back and try to come at a child that's only 11 years of age. So I just wanted to come on here. I see you, Ade. Welcome. I'm glad that you were able to get out of the chat before all of that started happening. Um, I'm really disgusted, and like I said, I probably will start doing some things on Google. I think it was Google uh, Google Hangouts, and making it so that all that trolling and all that type of stuff can't go down, and I have more control. But I will still continue to have my live chats definitely here on Sundays at the time when you all know, my people know what time that I'm having them. Even if I just have to have the little amount of people that come in on my regular chats and make it off limits to the public, make it so that you have to have a code or whatever to get into the live chats. I will do that because I'm not doing this. This is not paying my bills. Trust and believe that. It's not paying my bills. So I'm not sitting up here looking for a whole room full of people that I got to answer. And then when I miss a question or so, somebody's getting upset or whatever. This is a peaceful place. It's a negative free zone. And that's one thing that I'm going to keep it. I'm going to take a look at some of the people in the chat, if I can see, and just look at some of the questions. Yes, Tracy. It's always when you are up high, there's always a lower power always trying to bring you down lower. I cannot stand trolls and a lot of them are kids. A lot of them are, I can't say, I was called a suppressed Black woman yesterday. Whatever. It was said that I was put on an auction block and blah, blah, blah. And I was auctioned off and all types of different disgusting racist stuff. Who could come up with stuff like that? I mean, just use your head. Just really, Hi, Deanna. Welcome, Empress. Yes, and all of my people are in here that have wrenches, and I want you all to know. First, we're going to report them so that they can get their IP address, the IP address of the person that is doing the trolling, and then we're going to block them. Yeah, it's sickening. It's not just crazy. It's okay with CJ. It's sickening. Like I said, I had never experienced before, out of all the time that I've been doing these live chats, I had never experienced what we experienced yesterday. The most I had experienced was about one person coming in and dipping out like 5 different times on different names and not saying anything quite related to the pedophilic stuff that I was listening to or seeing on the screen yesterday. And thank God for all the people that have wrenches that were sitting back, blasting it off before I could actually see it. So I want to say that I'm sorry to everyone that was here yesterday, that was here for enjoyment. And, if I seem quite bit perturbed, it was with great reason. And it was because it was dealing with my child who happened to walk past me in that doorway that you see right there, and the negativity and the stuff that was being said and her name being mentioned. So I just want everybody to be mindful. Hopefully everybody's having a great day today. Yes, report and block. Empress Deanna, report and block. Big hugs to you, Empress Ade. Chat to, okay, wait a minute. Jaleel is saying you can set the chat to, okay, I got you. To mods only? Okay. Okay. I'm glad to know that you're feeling better, Ade. That's great. Empress Ade, I know that you had a bout with pneumonia, and I'm really happy that you're feeling better. I'm not shocked by it, Diana Reed. I'm not shocked by it at all, because this is the internet. People hide behind these channels and they can be whoever they want to be, and they act a fool and do whatever that it is that they're not, how can I say, capable of doing in person with anyone, because 9 times out of 10, something is wrong with them. They're sick people. They're sick and they get off on this type of stuff. Some of these people are people that can't leave the house. Some of these people are just, if I told you all a story, a matter of fact, I did tell you all a story about somebody that was watching my live chats and watching my videos, and kind of befriended me and was acting like they were going through a sex change and this, that, and the other. And, totally made up. I have no problems with anybody changing their sex and all that. I don't get off into any of that. I don't have a negative vibe in my body against a person wanting to be who they feel they're supposed to be. But when you play games and you lie to me about stuff like that, I will cut you loose in a hot second. It even makes me to the point where I don't want to get close to anyone. I'm behind this basically for free, giving out information, answering questions and stuff, all to have, the negative stuff that goes on. I'm releasing this now so that I won't have to release it again, but I'm letting go of this negative spirit and vibe, and we're not going to have anything else like this go on, because the people that, like I think it was Jalila just said, the people that come in are gonna have wrenches. And I even had to block one of the people that normally come into my live chats, because they said that somebody had hacked their name and was was saying different things. And now, was that true or not? I have no idea. I don't know everybody. I don't know anybody in person, but one person. I know one person from my channel in person. I mean, actually in person. So I have no idea. Yeah, it's very creepy, Jaleel. It's very creepy. But if you have a channel, if you're doing anything in the chats, I don't like any, first of all, because I said that my chat is a negative free zone. I don't like using foul language. I don't, like getting upset and all that type of stuff. I don't like for any of my people to use foul language, even though we're all predominantly 35 and older, but still, it's just, it almost took me there. It almost took me totally off my square yesterday. I mean, I got off a little bit, but not the way I could really get down, because again, I'm behind the computer. They're behind the computer. Right. And when you out here saying stuff about children and you talking about auctioning people off and stuff like that, I agree. I can't see your name. Diana. Yes, it will be reflected right back at you. Trust and believe. If anybody has any solutions other than the people coming into my chat having wrenches, the little wrenches that I give you, the moderators, because I hate to just limit it to just the people that I know are coming to the live chats. Thank you, Mabel. I'm sorry, and I know that you wanted to leave the chat yesterday because of the negativity. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. But if anybody has any other solutions, leave a comment and let me know, if you have, if you know of any other alternative besides just allowing like a certain handful of people to come in, because there's people that want to come in and gain some type of knowledge about nutrition, health, hair care, Natty dreadlocks, and all of that. And I want to give that. I want to continue to give that and feel free to give that without people saying the stuff that was being said. Yesterday was the most disgusting day that I've had since I've been doing my YouTube channel. And I've been doing this for quite a while. Anybody that knows can check back my videos. Have gone back to at least 9 years. I've never had that problem. I've only been doing the live chats for about since last year. It hasn't been quite a year yet. I want to just leave you all with peace and love, balance, light. Know that I apologize for the negativity of some of the things that you all had to see in the chat yesterday. Again, all that stuff was deleted. I hope we all Black people. Hugs to you, Ade. Hugs to everyone in this room. But it won't be tolerated. It won't be tolerated. And I won't be shut down. I will not be, not doing my lives on whatever day I choose to do a live on because of trolls. So those that normally come into my live chats, I am going to be mindful and give wrenches to those, or let you all be moderators, just to kind of block out the trash that comes in here. But other than that, have a peaceful day. Thank you so much for listening to me, because this is something serious. You need to protect your children too. If they have access to a computer, make sure it's outside of a room where you can walk past and freely see what is going on with them being on a computer, especially if they're under the age of 18. Seriously, so that you can control what they're watching, what they're seeing, and what's being said to them. Because even when my daughter was on a computer before and playing a game, they had a small message board, and people were asking her stuff about sex and all that type of stuff. And I just took her off of that game. I took her off. I blocked her from being able to go to that game. So we have to be very mindful of that. Okay. Thank you, Mabel. Empress Mabel, I really appreciate you being around, and everyone else who have been around for a while. I'm about to go. It's still my daughter's birthday week. I'm about to go get some more stuff for her birthday. And everybody continue to have a blessed day, a blessed week. And I'll be putting out another video about hair in a day or two. Just know that Thursday is her birthday, so I will not be coming on live or doing anything on Thursdays. No videos probably will be out on Thursdays, even though she'll be at school. I might do a video, but I'll be putting out another video before the next live on Sundays. So everybody have a great day. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for chiming in and listening. And again, it's so sad that we have to deal with this type of stuff, but it is what it is. People hide behind computers, that would not face me in front of my face, would not come near me if they saw me in Chicago or anywhere, New York, wherever I am, and say or do the things that they're doing. They're hiding behind computers and saying, and it could be kids as well. But some of the stuff that was said, a child doesn't know about. Not for real, unless they're being abused. And that's sad too. So peace and blessings, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out.